Hi, everyone. Good morning. Um, Nice to meet all of you, and thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this morning. We'll be starting in the next 5 minutes, but I thought to just do a quick introduction. My name is Oni Elkolo. I work at the foundation as a policy and partnerships officer, and it's a nice experience to have all of you here with us today. And I wanted to just say welcome and hello. Thank you. Good morning. right. Just checking with the people at the back to make sure. Emmanuel, are we good? Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning once again. And thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this Friday morning. We'll be beginning our event now. And as I think a lot of us are aware, the foundation is excited, extremely excited to be hosting Deloitte in our office. I think in the time that I've been here, this is probably the largest group of Deloitte staff I've seen at the foundation. So I'm very excited to see you also have lapel pins. So welcome once again. Welcome once again to Hare's Place. We're very excited to have you, and even more excited for the work that we're currently doing together and the work that we know we will further expand on. We're excited, to explore mentorship opportunities, to learn more about the mentorship program and partnership that we're working on, and also to learn more about opportunities that exist for further expansion of this partnership. Without further ado, I will invite the CEO of the Tony Elumelu Foundation, Somachi Christosoluka, to give a welcome address. Thank you.
Thanks, Sonia. Welcome. Oh, wow, this is such a full, beautiful room. Welcome to the Tony Elumelu Foundation. I think everyone looks amazing this morning. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? Just celebrate ourselves this morning. On behalf of the board, staff, trustees of the Tony Elumelu Foundation, I want to give a very warm welcome to everyone in this room today. I want to especially welcome our partners, Deloitte. I would like to welcome Fatai, who will now be seeing more often moving forward. Tony, who we'll see again, and my very dear friend Abina, who has been the champion and fuel and driver behind this entire collaboration. At the Tony Elumelu Foundation, we're entirely committed and focused on empowering young African entrepreneurs from all 54 African countries. Since 2015, through our flagship initiative, the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, we have funded over 21,000 young Africans across the continent. And I think what's even more remarkable is that these entrepreneurs have taken the funding and training and coaching and mentorship that we've given them to create over 1.5 million jobs across the continent and generate $4.6 billion in revenue only since 2015. And this is a small group of 21,000. Imagine what is possible if we're able to fund millions of African entrepreneurs every year. I want to especially thank Deloitte for sharing in this vision, this commitment to supporting young Africans. Deloitte and the Tony Elumelu Foundation are united in our belief that the continent will only transform in our lifetimes by empowering young people to start businesses. And I think what's even more critical than funding for entrepreneurs in starting their businesses is mentorship, it's coaching, it's guidance, it's counsel. And the fact that Deloitte has committed in this large fashion to supporting and speaking and advocating for young Africans is indeed commendable. I want to encourage other partners across the world to replicate what Deloitte has done and to stand firm in committing to support young Africans. Through this partnership, we will have more skilled expert mentors give their valuable time, resources to support these young businesses, start and scale, because that's the goal at the end of the day. It's not just to start and remain at a small scale, but it's to start and take it regional, take it continental. And we believe that with Deloitte's expertise from all the mentors who will commit to this program, we will have more billion-dollar businesses across the continent. My remarks are short to the point. I just want to appreciate Deloitte. I think this is the start, only the start of much bigger collaboration and bigger partnership to come. And at the Tony Elumelu Foundation, we stand firm in supporting young people today, tomorrow, and always. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I would now like to invite the CEO of Deloitte West Africa, Mr. Fatai Folarin, for his opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Especially today is a Friday. It's a nice day. So Mashi, thank you very much. And thank you very much to everyone in the room and the entire members of Tony Elumelu's Foundation. For us, this is an important gathering, and we take this as very important and serious. The journey of us partnering with Tony Elumelu Foundation is quite an interesting one. As Deloitte, we started by actually putting our people forward to support the foundation for the past few years, and we've been supporting entrepreneurs in different areas of the Tony Elumelu's Foundation programs. And as of today, we're actually enhancing that relationship and the partnership. And I think we need to give a good round of applause for each and every one of us in the room. For the fact that we recognize Tony Elumelu at the start, and we're still committed to Tony Elumelu's Foundation, is a testament of what the foundation is actually doing. I mean, we all are aware what Tony Elumelu has done globally in terms of touching lives of entrepreneurs across Africa. And it's been remarkable because of the fact that the foundation is able to sustain what they do best. And so we appreciate this on the part of Tony Elumelu Foundation. But on the part of Deloitte, it's also a recognition in our sustainability world. And as we speak about sustainability, we live it and we act it. So partnering with Tony Elumelu Foundation today is a testament of our partnership and our commitment to sustainability. And in the aspect of sustainability, it's not just in terms of environment, it's also in terms of people that will create that enabling environment for society to thrive and for society to continue to live. So this belief in us is our mantra across our Deloitte Africa folks and across our Deloitte Africa continent, countries where we operate. So today is that testament that we are aware that most of the entrepreneurs that Tony Elumelu work with are also across Africa. And we pride ourselves as Deloitte Africa. Our purpose is also to help and to continue in our drive for purpose beyond profit. So this principle is what we are extending today. And we're committing to Tony Elumelu Foundation and to all the entrepreneurs that probably will be watching us online or with us today, that at Deloitte we're putting into this scheme 100 professionals from different aspects of human endeavors that we currently possess in Deloitte. I mean, from project management skill, engineering, technology, AI, and many other areas to which we know we can also assist our entrepreneurs. We are also equally aware that a number of entrepreneurs still struggle with putting their records together. This is part of our commitment in this scheme, that we also want to help them in terms of financial restructuring of their businesses and activities. And so, and our involvement from Deloitte is not looking at it from the fact that we're helping. We're doing this as part of our commitment to help develop the youth in Africa, to which the foundation is committed. And that's why you find out that there's an alignment of thought and purpose between us and the Tony Elumelu's Foundation. And we're doing this not just because of today. We're actually doing it in the course of the future that we see of the youth of Africa. If you look at the entire Africa continent, more than 80% of the population are involved in small-scale enterprises, activities, and things like that, one-man businesses. This foundation is aiming to lift such people up to the next level. And that's why we're committed that those 80%, our contribution towards it will actually uplift the economic position of Africa and turn it around into more viable environment. So to the entrepreneur that will be benefiting from this program or that has benefited in the past, we at Deloitte are committed to saying that we will continue to support you, we'll continue to put in our best knowledge and mentorship in front of you, with you, in order to drive the greater growth that we all strive to achieve. I want to assure every one of us today that this is time for Africa. And that's the word from Deloitte. We're assuring that it's not about talking of potentials in Africa anymore. We're saying that potential is actually what people are putting into place, and they're exhibiting it in different aspects of human endeavor. Tony Elumelu Foundation has actually done a great work, committed so much fund. This is another further enhancement from us in Deloitte to turn around the future of our young population, to be more entrepreneurial and to build people that will develop technologies, business activities that will even go beyond the entire continent of Africa. This is the time, and that's why we're committed to working with Tony Elumelu Foundation. It's not a word that we want to argue the direction to which Africa is growing. The youthful population in Africa, they are remarkable and they are ready to work. So this is the time that we say in Deloitte, we're working with you and we're going to continue to commit our resources and time in order to save our time. I also want us to refer to the entrepreneurs in the room. While you have this mentorship program from Tony Elumelu Foundation, enhanced with the collaboration and support of Deloitte, we also would like our entrepreneurs to take this as a good opportunity to continue to develop themselves and continue to believe in themselves in the areas of activities that have chosen to thrive. This is a time that the mentorship is not just talking about it, it's also us looking for you and to work with every one of us in order to grow the mindset of growing the economic landscape of Africa. To the Tony Elumelu Foundation, we want to thank you again for these wonderful opportunities that we have to collaborate with you. It's actually a testament of what the foundation has done. And it's an inflection for the fact that Deloitte and Deloitte Africa can say, we want to be part of it. It's like a testament to the fact that the foundation is actually doing the right thing, which is aligned with our own vision. Because I mentioned the word purpose beyond profit in the course of this discussion. Our mind in Deloitte Africa is not about the money we make. It's also about the impact that we have, that people identify with us, and they can even attest to within the African continent, that we're actually contributing to the growth and development of the continent. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again.
Thank you very much, sir. We would now like to call on Ashley, who is the Chief Sustainability Officer at Deloitte, to give her quick remarks, but she's doing it virtually. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. I hope that I can be heard by everyone in the room. Really a pleasure to be with you today and to have this opportunity to share some opening remarks. It is such a privilege to have an opportunity to join you today as we launch this transformative partnership between Deloitte Africa and the Tony Elumelu Foundation. Even though I'm joining virtually, I must be honest, I would have loved to be there in person. Unfortunately, that was not possible. This collaboration aims to empower over 250,000 African entrepreneurs by 2030. And that is a testament to our shared commitments to foster entrepreneurship across the continent. And I think that Ty has touched on those elements already. Africa, of course, stands at a pivotal juncture with the world's highest rate of entrepreneurship. More than 1 in 5 of working age Africans are starting new businesses, and over 3/4 of the youth plan to embark on some form of entrepreneurship within the next 5 years. If we then consider Nigeria, that leaves the continent with an estimated 3,300 tech startups as of 2024. This really underscores the nation's vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is critical in order to drive this momentum of creating more businesses, empowering individuals, and really creating that element of hope and possibility of what is out there. However, challenges do persist. In 2024, African startups secured $2.2 billion in funding, but this represents a mere 0.6% of the global startup funding pool. So there's definitely an opportunity in order to gain a higher degree of funding in the future. Additionally, despite generating 60% of Africa's employment, small and medium enterprises are hampered by a funding gap. And that funding deficit is currently sitting at $303 billion US. By access to training, digital tools, credit, and resources, these are key elements in order to ensure their survival and ability to thrive. And these type of initiatives are critical in order to create visibility, to create partnerships, in order to ensure that we can contribute towards the prosperity of Africa. Fatai has already touched on why this is important for us as Deloitte, but maybe if I could add to that. We recognize that entrepreneurship is a cornerstone of economic transformation and inclusive growth. And through our world-class societal impact program, we are committed to expanding opportunities for people in Africa as well as globally, because many of the initiatives that we are able to create in Africa has the potential to have a global reach. When looking at our world-class aspirations, we have a number of areas of key focus, and I'd like to touch on a few of those. Firstly, we want to expand opportunities across Africa. We're really looking to take the various programs and partnerships that we already have, and we have more than 100 currently running across Africa, to ensure that there's a real opportunity for everyone to participate and thrive in today's economy. Within this, we focus on educational programs, and this could be at a very high level. So I'm working with entrepreneurs or working with organizations, all the way down to far more junior children in their more informative years, as to how we create those opportunities for learning and a passion to dream and to grow. We also believe in developing individual skills that are aligned to 4IR. We know that digital transformation, we know that Gen AI, we know that all these technologies are going to transform the way of work. It's going to transform the type of skills that are needed in the future, and really seeing how we can use our programs in order to support this is critical for the development of Africa. We are also looking to provide opportunities for underserved and underrepresented populations to ensure that they too have an opportunity to participate in a meaningful way. Empowering our staff is another lever that we are able to bring to the fore. In particular, we want to inspire more than 7,000 people on our African continent to really create a meaningful impact in the communities in which they work. As a purpose-driven firm, and Fatai touched on that already, we have put in place policies that allows our staff to volunteer 40 hours a year. And that is really a true mechanism to drive impact in society. And that enables them to identify ways in which they can use their time, their skills, their knowledge to solve some of the greater societal challenges that exist, and to use the skills that they have developed over time in order to see how we make a significant positive impact in our communities, as well as across Africa's broader sustainable development. We believe in collaboration, and that is one of the reasons why we are here today. And looking really to collaborate with a number of organizations across ecosystems, but also across sectors, in order to create educational as well as skills building opportunities through various clients, our alliance partners, government organizations, various educational institutions, non-for-profits, in order to identify what are those community challenges. How do we partner? How do we put our minds together in order to take the different solutions that are out there in order to ensure that the programs that are developed are firstly relevant and impactful? In my mind's eye, the way that I often see this is a puzzle, is that if we're looking at creating prosperity, how do we take the different pieces of the puzzle and put it together in order to ensure that the solutions that are developed and co-created are meaningful and are stand the test of time in order to drive that impact that we are looking to create. Our partnership with the Tony Melu Foundation allows us to directly contribute to the development of sustainable business by fully aligning our commitment to advancing the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In particular, two that this focuses on is SDG 4, which is quality education, as well as SDG 8, which is decent work and economic growth. I often like to challenge individuals in terms of what is the SDG that you care about? What is the SDG that allows you to make an impact? And to really find ways in which to embed that in your daily life, as well as in the work that you do. So maybe as a takeaway for today is to really think about what that SDG is that aligns to your personal passion. For me personally, I'm focused on SDG 17, which is around partnerships, which again talks to the importance of this event for me today. But if we take a step back and just reflect on the work that we've done with the foundation in the past, really started off with the initial investment that we had of the $95,000 US, which was focused on the digital platform in order to create this digital entrepreneurship hub. We've now looking to deepen these commitments in order to identify and embed 100 additional mentors across our Africa member firm. And we are very pleased as to the level of interest, the level of aspiration that our Deloitte colleagues have to collaborate in this meaningful initiative. These mentors will bring world-class expertise in business strategy, financial management, risk assessment, and leadership by equipping these entrepreneurs with the insights that they need to scale their business and to navigate the complexities of the market. And by combining our resources at Deloitte and the expertise of the foundation, as well as the extensive network that the foundation has, we aim to provide African entrepreneurs with the skills, the mentorship, and the network they need in order to thrive in a rapidly evolving economy. In closing, let us remember that Africa is projected to be home to 25% of the world's youth by 2030. It's looking to have the largest workforce by 2040. We've all heard about the demographic dividends and the opportunity that it creates. But I'm not sure we all necessarily appreciate the responsibility that it puts on us as businesses, as society. By empowering our youth and fostering a culture of entrepreneurship, we can drive sustainable development, we can create jobs, and we can uplift communities across the continent. Together, through this partnership, we are not just imagining a brighter future for Africa, we are building it, one entrepreneur at a time. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Ashley, for your brilliant remarks. Very quickly, we would now like to invite some of our mentors in the room here with us to just share what their experience has been being a mentor for the Tony Elumelu Foundation. And the first person I would like to call on is Mr. Daniel Inyang.
Good morning. I'm so pleased to be here today. So professionally, I help businesses to set up software testing, test automation, security testing, and things like that, just to help with their technology. I joined TEF because I wanted to start helping to guide entrepreneurs, because I know that running a business can be very overwhelming sometimes. So the experience has been very great for me personally, and I noticed that, you see, the mental tools that they need, you know, putting up a business plan, understanding business structure, being able to separate personal finance from business finance, you know, having a different bank account from yourself and your business, and things like that, being able to set up a sales process, all those things are the things that we as mentors help these entrepreneurs to navigate. The Tony Melum Foundation has helped, I think, graduate up to 20,000 alumni. Please, can we give a round of applause to TEF? Now, these entrepreneurs are doing amazing things. They are solving great problems in the society. They are creating jobs, and they are creating wealth for the nation. I also want us to please give a round of applause to them. So in my experience with TEF, I've learned to personally retool, just working with these entrepreneurs and assisting them. And I want to say that, and just to hope that the relationship between TEF and Deloitte is going to strengthen the mentoring aspect of the program. And I just look forward to a brighter future for the entrepreneurs in Africa, and to see a greater Africa. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Daniel. The next person I would like to call on, please, is Mikhail Jamil, if you're here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mikhail Jamil Alawaju. So I've been mentoring for Tony Elumelu Foundation for the past 5 years, I should say. So, so far so good. What I would say is the best platform for mentorship. I mean, for entrepreneurs in the global, in the world, I should say, because if you look around Africa, you hardly see a platform that supports entrepreneurs in a consistent way. Let me put it that way. Because from my own wealth of experience, mentoring for Tony Melum Foundation, I realized that a lot of entrepreneurs have gained more than what they are even thinking of, I should say. Even with happens to be the mentor, I will share an experience. One of my experience with Tony Elumelu Foundation. Some years back, that day happens to be my birthday, but unfortunately, I found myself in the office of the former governor of Ogun State, because we were being asked to travel down to meet him. That's I used to forget his name, the former governor before the present one. So I was able to meet him. That's an avenue to network my business as well for other. No, I'm going somewhere, because it's all about give and take as well. Because when you're meant to, you're adding values to someone as well, and what are you? There's something I learned about life. That is, life is all about rational, calculative rationale. Because if I'm adding values to you, then I have to weigh the options. What am I gaining back from you as well? So I see the Tony Elumelu Foundation as the best platform in Africa, so to say, even in the world, because what Tony Elumelu Foundation have done for African entrepreneurs is that a lot of African entrepreneurs, a lot of them are maybe they are job seeking, let me say, maybe after graduation from the university. Some are looking at what they can gain more from whatever they've learned. But this platform has been able to create an employment opportunity for most African youths. And let me put it this way as well. Okay, we the mentor as well, what are we gaining more? We are gaining a lot because we learned a lot from those entrepreneurs. Because, for instance, you can say you know it all. When you are mentoring them, you also learn. There was a time I met someone from all the way from Ghana, and this guy, I was imagining, how can someone have such a fantastic idea? Because he chose to be a doctor. So being a doctor, what he's doing is he decided to create a platform that will be caring people's sickness. Let me put it that way. So these are what you as an entrepreneur, I mean, you as a mentor as well. These are things that you learn as well from them that, okay, I'm saying this for the first time. So it's both winning because both the entrepreneurs and the mentors as well, we are gaining both.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mikhail. The last TF mentor that we'd like to spotlight is Ogale Ario Worai. Please kindly come forward. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Pleased to be here. So I'm Ogale Ariawarai. I'm the SVP of Customer and Partner Success at Energy, a renewable energy company, and I'm pleased to be here. So I've been a mentor with TEF since 2021. Yeah, since 2021. So I started my career in the FMCG industry, and if there's one thing about the FMCG industry, it's it teaches you the importance of coaching, of building people up to live up to their full potential. So you take like entry-level graduates, you train them, and then they go out into the world and they do amazing things. So even internally in my organization, I was already a coach and a mentor. So when the opportunity came, I jumped on it. And I didn't even understand how beneficial it was going to be even to me. So I've had experience in different places, from watching videos and, you know, like more or less like shortlisting candidates and working one-on-one with candidates. It's been very beneficial, right? And then you work with people, the entrepreneurs, and you see them try to turn their passion into reality, and from there into a profitable business. And then you have to then help them to understand that. And another thing you also have to do, and which is a hard thing to do as a mentor, is to explain to them that, you know, we always have this idea that if you're doing something you love and it's your passion, then ultimately to be successful. I think somewhere along the line, I think ikigai and all that, people think that it's just very straightforward. So as a mentor, it's your job to let them understand that, okay, you're doing your passion, but it's still a business, so it needs processes. It needs, you know, the P&L, the cash flow, and all that, the reality. It needs to be grounded in that. So that's the job of a mentor. So you teach them how to write a business plan, how to be profitable, how to scale. And I've worked with entrepreneurs at different stages of their business. So I've worked with people who are just starting out, they're worried, they're scared. I've worked with people who are at a stage, they want to expand, and you know, you're just awed by them. And sometimes even being, you know, like in the sector that you're in, you're thinking, what am I still doing here? Maybe I should stop and go and be an entrepreneur. And then when you mentor several people, you more or less like cross-pollinate the knowledge. So when you learn from this mentee, then you quickly go and tell the other mentee, hey, this is what someone else is doing. So you need to like sit up, right? Because this is a race, and you know the fastest one is gonna win. So that idea, you take it and then you cross-pollinate and you learn. So when I heard about the Deloitte partnership, I personally am happy about it. Like I said, I started my career in the FMCG industry, and I know how much companies like yours and put into training. So I'm hoping that you would open your wealth of your library of trainings, you know, business writing, effective communication, time management, all that to the entrepreneurs, and they will learn from you. So I am passionate about that, and I'm hoping that, you know, we'll see that in the next set of entrepreneurs. So thank you. And like I said, I've been a mentor for a long time. I've signed up again this year, and I'm hoping to continue being a mentor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ogali, for that very exciting experience. And I think you've woken a lot of people up in the room. So we're really, really happy that you could join us today. So very quickly, we will invite some of our alumni to, you know, share what the experience is being on the other side. I think we've heard from mentors who support them, and so it would also, you know, serve us really well to also hear from the alumni as well. So the first alumni I'd like to call, please, is Ellen Woshi.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be here today as a proud 2019 TEF alumni, and most importantly, as someone whose life and business was greatly impacted by this foundation. I was born and raised in Jos, and as a young girl, I did not know much about entrepreneurship, but that did not stop me from venturing into my very first business. And I was doing it based on instinct. I did not know about strategy. I did not know, I had no knowledge, and I definitely did not know about funding opportunities. One day, my father sees an advert of the Tony Elumelu Foundation on CNN. And he's like, you can apply for this. And I said, okay. I found the link, went ahead to apply. Of course, I did a lot of research because I did not know some of the key metrics, things like, you know, your customer acquisition cost. I only knew profit. And I researched, I applied, and to my greatest surprise, I got in. And over the next 12 weeks, we had a training, and that was where I learned about things like my product, my customer. Before then, if you asked me who my customer was, I'll say anybody that buys from me is my customer. But I learned about business model, I learned about financials, and the best part, I was assigned a mentor. And even beyond my mentor, a couple of us grouped ourselves together to mentor each other. And that was such a pivotal point because it enabled me to write a robust business plan and a robust financial plan that secured my funding. And to be honest, before then, I had never seen a financial plan before. It was quite scary, but we did it anyway. And this experience impacted me so much that I went ahead to found a startup consulting company called Blacknest Africa, where we help entrepreneurs become funding ready. And today, we are the ones teaching entrepreneurs how to write their own business plans, how to write their own financial plans, how to structure their businesses. And as a matter of fact, we'll be having our very first fiscal business plan writing workshop on 29th of April. So we are open to your support, we're open to your partnerships, we're open to your mentorship, because this is an event that couldn't have happened without the knowledge and mentorship I got from TEF. So I just want to say a very, very big thank you to the Tony Elumelu Foundation, not just for changing my life, but for changing the lives of so many entrepreneurs who are just like me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm liking the energy in the room. The next person I'd like to call on, please, is Obiageri Odomena, the founder of Zikora. I think we're having a Women's History Month going on.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Obiageri. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the founder and creative director of Zikora. Zikora is an Afrocentric fashion brand that caters mostly to women. And I'm also an alumni of the Tulelumelu Foundation. When I started my business, in fact, I think I'm one of those people who fell into entrepreneurship. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. I didn't even see myself running a business, but it was something that just happened. And I'm one of those people who were really winging it. I did not have any idea what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to sell and make money. And I was selling and I wasn't making any money because it was like, oh, okay, at the end of the year, you're looking at your bank statements and you're wondering, where did all of the money I sold go? You're seeing millions of naira and you cannot give an account of where this money went. You don't have any systems in place. You can't track anything. That was my case. So when I came onto the program, it was something that, okay, I said, first of all, my goal was just to get the funding, to be very honest, because I wanted to put money into my business. I wanted to scale my business because I've been running around in circles for a very long time and I wanted to take my business up a notch. So I joined the program, but I realized that in the process of actually doing this thing, more than just getting the money, it was an eye-opener for me because a lot of things that I did not know, I actually started realizing. And they were like, oh, you have to do a business plan. You have to do this. You have to. It was during the program I even knew how to notarize a document, how to do a whole lot. I did not have any idea. And then we were assigned mentors, and I learned how to do my pricing, and I realized that I had been selling my clothes for free. Yes. I realized that I'd been selling my clothes for free because, okay, you're making 3,000 naira profit. You bought fabric for 2K, you sold for 1,000 and all of that. But I forgot that there were also other expenses in the business, other overhead costs, data, marketing, paying of staff, and all of that. Even rents for where I was going to do the business, repairs, electricity. And these are so many things that should be factored into your cost price before you even start knowing how much it is you're going to sell your product. And I'm like, oh, okay, you've only been factoring in cost of fabric and labor. And that was it. So whatever profit was paying for the rest of, that's why at the end of the year, I did not have a kobo. I would close the year out and I could not boast of 100,000 naira from my business. So it was during the course of this program that I learned all of these things. I learned about pricing. I learned about structuring. I learned about staffing. And now I have staff, and I'm the one training my staff. And I'm saying, okay, this is what you should do. This is what customer service is about. This is how we should take customer details. This is our database. And I did not have a customer database. I didn't know how many people we had sold clothes to. I didn't know how many countries we had shipped to. I didn't have any business analytics, whatever. So it was a very key point in my life being in that program because I learned a lot of things, as well as got the money. So it was a win-win all around. So at the end of the day, I'm very happy for all the entrepreneurs that are in this program because I also tell my friends, I say, see, please go and apply. Even if you do not get the money, you will get a whole wealth of knowledge, and it's knowledge that if you're going to pay for it somewhere else, you pay for it in millions. And it's no jokes because I have seen how much coaches charge for these things. So I tell them, I say, you will learn a lot of things and you would be able to move your business from point A to point B. So I'm very appreciative of the Tony Lumelu Foundation. Personally, for me, it was an amazing experience. The money also helped in moving my business from where it was to where it is now. So I'm very happy. Thank you very much to everybody. And I'm glad about this partnership because I know that it's going to help a lot. And congratulations to everybody who somehow makes it into this program. Your life is about to get better and I'm really happy for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Obiageri. Our last alumni for TEF is Mr. Uchenna Njoku, so he's breaking the spell for us. So.
Good morning, everyone. I think I'm doing that. Well, let's just begin, right? My name is Uchenna Njoku, and I'm the founder and also managing director of EcoCardi Logistics, a zero-emission electric fleet last mile delivery service company, a startup, right? Driving sustainable mobility in Africa, and also powering commerce, so big commerce in Africa, right? With last mile deliveries. My own story is different because I wanted to be a professional, right? With a background in exploration in oil and gas, having worked with Schlumberger, my direction was, you know what, just go and become like the Minister of Petroleum. And something found me in 2019, right? And it was a Tony Miller Foundation program, right? I just said, you know what, just go in, you know, apply, because I just wanted extra knowledge outside what I know, what I've always known. And so I started, got into the program, applied. It was rigorous. In fact, I think it was the most rigorous application I've ever tried, because it exhausted me out day and night. I couldn't sleep, right? But then let's see how far this has taken me and where it's brought me to. After 2019, I got into the application and then started learning. Trust me, one thing that has actually transformed my life was the training program. First of all, before even mentorship, because I'm going to come there, to me it was first class MBA set. It was just too loaded. In fact, after I got my mentor, it became quite tough, right? Because I had never done business before. I had done business for my mother, just trying to help her business, you know, even after graduation. But that was just it. Even though I turned into a profitable business, but no structure, nothing, no, you know, processes, nothing. I just knew how to keep records, and that was just it, right? But then, of course, I mean, it was now tying that particular experience of trying to help her business into how businesses essentially worked globally for businesses or global businesses that are, you know, that we talk about. And I now got into the mentorship program and got somebody who mentored me, who was Alaba Ayunala, one profound dude. Never met anybody like that before, you know. And he's a media leader right now who's probably providing strategic counsel for several global startups and also brands. And this guy took me from where I was, even though I was keen on learning actually, because I had now interface with what global businesses look like and what drove them. And so he was taking me through it, because I was also passionate about training me, you know, this guy. And that's how I started, launched my company. I won't tell you what we're doing currently, but I think it's been tremendous. But then, of course, how has this also transformed my life is that it's taken me from just becoming an entrepreneur to being passionate about other entrepreneurs. Alaba has now not only trained a mentor, okay, I'm a mentee, but has also made out of me a mentor. And I passionately do this with anybody who, in fact, somebody who just started a small healthy food product. And I've done this many times. And I told her, you know what, we're going to transform this into a global brand. Just simple. Anything in line with the business that I run, the company that I currently run. But it's just any business I say, I just want to make it global, because that's the mindset now. It's completely changed my life. And I want to see every business that I come across, whether it's selling vegetables on the road, right, to the guy who's doing keke, marwa, you know, to just anybody. You know, it's impacting lives for me now. And this started all the way from 2019 when I joined the Tony Miller Foundation program, and how this has also impacted me, impacted my business, my company, and we're doing tremendously well. And in fact, one time, I'm just going to make an example here. Sometime during the training, right, after the training and I started my business, I saw Hakim, who seated here with us, right? And then he was with LSTF. And one day I saw him and I said, you know what, I can do better than this guy, actually. Honestly, And it all started from just going through the Tony Miller Foundation program, training and mentorship. And I saw him one day, and I was like, this guy from Lagos, for Lagos State, I can do better than this guy if they hire me. You know, and the truth is, I had always wanted to work for Deloitte. Funny enough. And my uncle saw me and said, I think you should work with them because you probably just do consulting business, oil and gas. And that's where I wanted to go to, and then maybe eventually become, you know, Minister of Petroleum. But funny enough, right? God has His plans. You know, sometimes it's even bigger than ours, right? But let's just put our hands together for the Tony Miller Foundation, and also Deloitte, who's been supporting them all the way. And I'm hoping that going forward with this strategic partnership and the work they're about to do, more businesses across Africa will be impacted and will transform lives and communities globally, and not just in Africa, but out around the world. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Uchenna. So we'll quickly like to call on 3 mentors from within our Deloitte network who are here with us to also share their experiences. The first person I'd like to call on is Dustin Franzman. And
good morning. My name is Dustin Franzman from Johannesburg, South Africa. I was asked this morning to talk about why I wanted to be a TF mentor. And I think for anyone who's lucky enough to be here or anyone who's watching, that question has answered itself. It's absolutely inspiring to see the mentees, the mentors, and how much good the program is ultimately able to do. I lead societal impact for Deloitte Africa, so obviously I'm somewhat biased towards these programs, but the opportunity to be part of this program was something I could not look over. I had to take this opportunity and run with it. You know, they say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. The journey of transforming Africa starts with a single life. And if you look at African business people in particular, they're not there just to make bang. You know, it's not just about creating revenue. It is about creating jobs. We talked about 21,000 entrepreneurs to 1.5 million jobs over the last, 5 years? To be part of something like that is phenomenal. Every entrepreneur is creating jobs. They are uplifting a community. They are driving economic change. And the ability to be part of that is something I look forward to. I am incredibly grateful to be one of the 100 Deloitte mentors of 2025. And I am personally going to drive and strive to achieve more mentors year on year. We are fortunate enough to work for an organization that not only encourages volunteerism and lives its purpose beyond profit, but it gives us 40 hours to partake in these activities. So from Deloitte to TF, thank you for allowing us this opportunity. It is an incredible partnership, and I look forward to engaging with so many individuals going forward. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dustin. I think you're already such a part of the community. You said TEF, so you're one of us already. And we're really excited to have you and to work with you. The next person is Damilola Akimbami.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Damilola Akimbami, and I'm the Chief Economist for Deloitte West Africa. And when I was approached to also be a mentor, I found it, overwhelming. And just being able to share my wealth of knowledge as an economist, right, with young entrepreneurs, because it's one thing to talk theory, but now I'm bringing it to the practical, to the business environment. So first of all, even understanding the industry that you want to maybe play in, whether there's even a market for your business or for your service. And then I'm bringing it to the business. Okay, how do I structure my business plan? What do I need to put in place? It's been quite interesting for me, just working with them and also learning from them, because I mean, it takes me back to my early university days, and I'm like, look, Damlola, you need to separate the theory. It's not just about inflation is going up, inflation is coming down, right? And what happens in Nigeria, it turns everyone into an overnight economist. But just understand that, look, I might be in the FMCG space, and what is happening there is completely different from what is happening in oil and gas. So understanding that alone is very, very helpful, and it's been an interesting journey, and I'm looking forward to this year's one, and thank you for the opportunity, TF. It's been a pleasure so far. Thank you.
Thanks, Damilola. And lastly, we have, Belema Ufot.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here today, and I mean, of course, I'm with Deloitte, but then, like, I have there was a lady I met. Her name is Princess. This is based on a true life story, and in church, in a small group, I was part of a business group that kind of helps people to start out businesses. And I mean, she needed to sort out school fees, but it was interesting that she actually wanted to do a business to support that purpose. And she came very interested, what can she do? And somehow she came up with an idea on what she wanted to do. And she was able to start. But in the past 3 to 4 years, a couple of things have changed. She's gone from one business to another, and now she's settled in what she wants to do. And I've seen firsthand how just providing support to someone like that, speaking to her, has been able to help. She's graduated from school, she's done her NYSC, and it was just so heartwarming to see that. I mean, I've been part of someone's success story. And so when this opportunity came up, I'm like, okay, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, Smidan has said that 50% of employment is from SMEs, and that's a huge number if you want to look at that. So it's just humbling to be part of, to be able to listen to entrepreneurs and provide whatever support that we have to provide. So I'm glad to be coming on board, and well done to the entrepreneurs that have gotten in. I know it's not an easy feat. Doing business in Nigeria, in other parts of the continent that you are, being an African, securing the funding, and I mean, Deloitte is happy to partner with you, and you have the best hands on board. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So very quickly, we'll just open up the floor to questions, but at the most, I think we can take 3 questions. So if there's anyone in the audience who has any questions for anyone, we're happy to take 3, and then we can move on with our program. Okay, we have 1, 2. Okay. I think that's fine. Oh, and then the 5 person. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm keen on asking this because most of the emphasis we place on is on finance, funding. I want us to see most of this discussion to be beyond just the money. You give people money, and at the end of the day, sometimes there is deficit in the expertise. Sometimes too, you find out that the business is not as viable as anticipated. I follow cases. I know what I do for a living. So more emphasis should not be on these monies we are trying to use. Let's groom people who are sound, who really dot their I's and cross their T's. That's just what I want to say. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. I think, okay. Sorry, 1 second. I think Hakeem can quickly respond. Okay, all right. Please go ahead.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Philip Madabuchi. I'm an alumni of the TEF-Deloitte Foundation, and I lead a brand called DB Colors Orange, which is an interior design company. So my question, okay, I'm also the Lagos TF Alumni Hub lead, so I represent the TF Alumni in Lagos. All right, so my question will be straightforward. I heard Mr. Fatai talk about 100 professionals, that we're mentoring the entrepreneurs. So my question would be, since we're over 21,000, how would they do that? Is it going to be physically or online? And how do we get that close mentorship? Because the truth is, beyond funding is key and we need it. But beyond funding, there's how we can manage the resources we have based on the mentors or kind of mentorship we have access to. And sometimes mentors could have access to the market or key policymakers that can say, oh, talk to a person and they can just help you through with this challenge. Maybe it's getting something around NAFDAC, tax, some other things like that. So, in summary, my question is, how do you actually tailor this? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, I mentioned 100, and that's just the start. So that's to tell you that we have a lot more in the kitchen. But I will say to you that the world has become quite technology-driven, and we live in the world of AI. And innovations is actually rules the world today. So we're going to be innovative in the number of people we're deploying into the program. Behind each of the person that we putting in the program, there are a lot of backups that's going to also be working and be reviewing and be understanding that how people are actually leading people in the right direction. Remember, in Deloitte, we're not just accountants. In the world, accounting is actually about 20% of our business. We lead in the technology space, we lead in the AI space, we lead in human resources space. Even in the health sector, if you get to the office now, at the moment, you're going to see Africa Medical Center, the Center of Excellence that's been built. They're recruiting people all over the world, and we're providing the platform. If you get to our office now, you're going to see a lot of medical professionals around. So we're a multidisciplinary organization. And the 100 mentors we're talking about at the start are professionals that cut across different aspects of human endeavor. So as the first question was also raising that people are talking of finance, this is not about finance. So I just thought I should use this opportunity. We have engineers, we have mathematicians, we have tax professionals. Right in front of you is a tax person from Deloitte. He's an engineer, and he's leading our engineering and AI across Africa. So those are the kind of people we're putting. And these are sound professionals that have delivered to organizations. So to let you know, even within Nigeria, the Deloitte Nigeria business is a 50 billion naira business last financial year. So and that is something we're doing by selling intellectual properties of people. So it's going to cut across different aspects of human endeavor. And we're talking of people from Deloitte Africa. You can see our colleagues from South Africa. What we're doing is also annexing people within all the 16 countries we operate in Africa. So now that's what we're putting into the Tony Lumilis Foundation program. There are going to be people from Tanzania, in Kenya, and all over with the Africa. So it's like a spread. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Josh Daniel. I've been a TF mentor since 2017. Matter of fact, I'm an engineer. I'm from UK. I studied engineering from University of Westminster. But my question is, I've been a mentor. TF is mostly business. We've seen alumni coming out talking about their businesses. But I think in Africa, we've got lots of resources, materials to invent. But actually, I've not seen one single alumni saying, this is what I've invented through the TEF Foundation. So is it possible we also go into innovation, having Africans who can invent something that we can say possibly this was invented in Nigeria?
Okay.
Thank you very much for that question. Yes, we funded over 21,000, and those 21,000 have been from different sectors, from manufacturing to health, to science and technology, to business. So yes, when I get to my laptop, I can send you a list of the number of entrepreneurs who we have supported, who have gone on to invent and to create technology, create machinery to make their lives easy. But you know, when they come up here and talk, they talk about it as the business in its entirety. If you give each entrepreneur here 30 more minutes, they'll tell you the machinery they are using. But we don't have 30 minutes. So don't worry, we have them across all sectors.
Thanks a lot, Hakeem. So I think we've been quite efficient with time. I'm pleasantly surprised myself. So I would like to thank all of us once more and invite our very dear friend, Abna, to give the closing remarks and vote of thanks. She's wearing green and white for Nigeria.
Thank you so much. First of all, good morning. I thought I would be saying good afternoon, but I'm so impressed that it's still in the forenoon. I feel like a proud mother at the rite of passage of my child. Okay, a graduation, a wedding ceremony, the launch of the mentorship program. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so glad that today we've been able to roll this out. It's the collaboration of a lot of work of some very hardworking, passionate people. It's a partnership that I'm so proud of. I'm extremely glad that we've been able to do this. And as we close today's event, I want to leave you with a very simple message. This partnership between Deloitte and the Tony Elumelu Foundation is more than just a collaboration. It is a commitment. It's a commitment of passionate people. It's a commitment of people who understand that African entrepreneurs are ready. They have ideas. They have vision. They are on the precipice of changing the continent and the next generation. But some of them need a little bit of help. They need a little bit of guidance and direction in order to transform this idea into impact that can change the entire world. At Deloitte, we believe in the power of entrepreneurship to drive economic transformation. Through this partnership, we are not just supporting businesses, we are investing in the change makers and problem solvers of tomorrow, right here on the continent. We're here to provide skills, mentorship, and networks that will help TEF entrepreneurs build scalable businesses that create jobs and strengthen communities. But this is only the beginning. I heard somebody talking about 100. So Machi and I have greater, bigger, and better plans for you. You have no idea. Watch the space. It's just the beginning. Together, we're building an ecosystem where African businesses do not just survive, but they thrive, they lead, they transform, and they change, because Africa is rising. We are the next big thing. The world hasn't seen anything yet. We're looking at innovation, sustainability, and growth. And we believe all of these go hand in hand. Our vision is clear. An Africa where entrepreneurs lead, they inspire, and they shape a more prosperous future for all. I want to sincerely thank the Tony Elumelu Foundation. I want to thank you so much personally for your unwavering dedication to empowering entrepreneurs and for partnering with us, Deloitte, to drive this very important work. You remember Fatai said, we call it purpose beyond profit. Deloitte is already a global brand. And at the risk of bragging, people know who we are already. I can't count the number of airports I've walked through where they see the brand and they already know. They know. But that is a given. What we are doing now is what makes us stand apart. This is what impact that matters, making impact that matters means. The purpose beyond profit, impacting the next generation and raising up the next generation of leaders. I want to thank all of you for being part of this journey because it's history that we're making here. We're excited about the impact we will create together, and we are looking forward to seeing all these businesses, these entrepreneurs, these inventors do great and mighty things. We're looking forward to them growing, and we're looking forward to them also creating jobs and touching lives, and the transformation that will result or be birthed as a result of this partnership. I can't wait to see what we're going to do next. And I thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules and being here today as we launch this next level of impact. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone once again. We're now at the close of the event, and we'll just quickly take pictures, and our photographer will lead with the directions. But very quickly, we'd like to call on the CEO of the foundation and the CEO of Deloitte West Africa. But we want to bring in the roll-up banners really quickly. Sorry, everyone, please hold on. Please hold on. Let's have a time. Yes, I'll be calling. Okay. Oh, he won't. I don't think he'll capture it. No, he won't capture it.
No, this.
Emmanuel, could you turn off the projector, please? Good catch, good catch. And then we can put the banners up. Sorry. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Okay, we'll have Abna join now, please. It's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then all the Deloitte partners in the room, please come forward. All the Deloitte partners in the room, please come forward. Can we have all our speakers please come forward? So if you spoke today, all the speakers please come forward. Hi. Yeah. Will you see her, Toby? Sorry, he's directing you. Give me your phone. You want a picture of